As means we already covered till module 5th. Okay, in module 5th there is the two main topic that are the scheduling and the sequencing. So scheduling, there you can say that is the project management related thing, and the sequencing when your production system is the, you can say, like batch type of the production system, and their processing time for each job is the different, and there are 2-3 machine available, then how to manage all these things. Okay, so we can reduce the total elapsed time, that already we already discussed in the previous session. So today one more topic that is the related to module 6, and that is the material requirement planning. So how to do the planning related to material requirement, that we will discuss in this module. Okay, so first when I talk about the material requirement planning, one minute. So MRP constitute a set of techniques that use the bill of material, inventory data, and the master production schedule to calculate the requirement of the material. Okay, so here maybe you will be first time heard this bill of material and the master production schedule, that we will discuss what is the thing, what is the bill of material and what is the master production schedule, with example and with one numerical, all the thing we will discuss. And what is the inventory data, that already we discussed what is the inventory, how to manage the inventory and all thing in the previous session. So I hope that that is the already you are aware about the inventory data, right? So if you combine this bill of material, inventory data and the master production schedule, then you will get the idea what is the material requirement. Okay, and on the basis of that you will be do the material requirement planning. So how to do the material requirement planning for each subcomponent, or you can say for sub assembly, for assembly, that we will discuss. We will try to solve one numerical, so you will understand. So why actually we need it. So actually the MRP, when I talk about the material requirement planning, it is address the three things: what is needed, how much needed, and when it is needed. These three things you can easily identify when you have that MRP in your industry. You can easily identify what is actually needed. Okay, am I audible, class? Means if you have MRP, then you can easily answer by seeing that particular MRP, what is the needed, how much needed, and when it is needed. Again I am telling you what is the MRP. MRP is the combination of the three things. First one is the MPS. MPS means the master production schedule, a statement of the planning including order, forecasting and the capacity. So master production schedule basically made by the using the forecasting. Okay, or maybe you can, without using the forecasting, you can directly put your customer order into the master production schedule. What is all that means, the terminology maybe you feel that is the difficult, but when we go through the one numerical you will understand all the thing. Okay, it is very easy. Now the next point, what is the bill of material? All the material and the component, needed to complete a final product. Okay, suppose you are manufacturing a bicycle. So in bicycle, what is the component needed? All the component requirement and the material requirement. If you know the quantity of those material and the component, then you can easily find out easily you can draw the bill of material. Okay. The next thing is the inventory status file. Means what is the inventory available in your plant. That is means every industries know what amount of the material is available in my plant, and according to that you need to manage all the thing. Okay, you need to make the MRP. So now okay, I just try to explain this particular part, then we will start the numerical. So here you can see the how actually the MRP system work, the material requirement planning system work. Okay, so when I talk about the material requirement planning, there are three input needed basically. The one is the inventory master file. Okay, how much amount of the inventory available, that master file you need to, that is the one input to making a MRP. The next one is the bill of material. Bill of material basically tell you what component, what sub assembly and how much quantity of that assembly is needed. Okay, and when I talk about the master production schedule, actually that is the demand from the customer, or you can say that is the forecasting. So here the demand forecast that you will be passed to the master production schedule. Maybe sometime you will directly pass the some order into this master production schedule, and that master production schedule, it is the input for the MRP. So why we need to draw the MRP and why we need to make the material requirement planning in the any industry? Because we need to plan the order release. Means when I need to release the order for the inventory, for the subcomponent to my supplier, so I will get everything on time, as well as the change report, exception report, etc. That all basis on the MRP system. So class, is there any doubt? Means you have clear idea what is the MRP, and it is actually combination of the bill of material, inventory data, and the master production schedule. I know that is the bill of material and the MPS is the new terminology for you, but that I will clear in the numerical part. But till now, is there any doubt? Then please ask me, class. Is there any doubt? Class? Class, am I audible?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay. So 1 minute. Okay. Okay. So I try to solve one numerical, so you will understand what is the material requirement planning, as well as you will be understand what is the MPS and what is the bill of material. Okay. So just wait, one numerical is there, that is the university numerical that I try to solve here. You will be understand all the things. Just wait. So here you can see numerical is like that. Firm produce a wheelbarrows, okay, is expected to deliver 40 wheelbarrow in a week 1, 60 in week 4, and 60 again in the week 6, and 50 in the week 8. Among the requirement of the each wheelbarrow, 2 handlebar is needed to produce, or to make the wheelbarrow you need the sub assembly, right? And that is the 2 handlebar wheel assembly and the one tire for the wheel assembly. So these three sub component is there. If you assemble these 3 sub component, then you can make the wheelbarrow. Okay. The order quantity, lead time, inventory on hand at the beginning of the period 1, at the beginning of producing this wheelbarrow, that is given here in this particular table. Okay, the order quantity as well as the lead time and the inventory on hand. So what is the meaning of this order quantity? This order quantity means if you put the order of handlebar to supplier, then you need to put the order at least 300. Means 300. Why 300? Because this is the economic order quantity. As we discussed previously, we always give the order on the basis of the economic order quantity, because it is a economic. Okay, it is a means, you can say there we save the cost related to you can say the total inventory cost that actually you can reduce. Okay, means it is a combination of the holding cost and the ordering cost. So the economic order quantity for the handlebar, for the wheel assembly, for the tire is the given here. The next point is the lead time. What is the lead time? The lead time is, you can say, means when I put the order today, when means suppose I release the order from my company today, when I will be get that particular order in my industry, that means that is the show actually lead time. Okay, so suppose I put the order today and I will got that order after 2 weeks, then the lead time is the 2 weeks. So here lead time for the handlebar, for the wheel assembly, for the tire is given here. The next point is the inventory on hand. On hand means inventory available in my plant right now. In the present time, how much inventory available in my plant or in this particular plant. That is the given here, 100, 220 and 50. Okay, so what is the question here? Draw the product structure and complete the MRP for handlebar, wheel bar, wheel assembly and the tires. So this is the actually question. So everyone understood the question, then I start the solution part. Everyone understood? Everyone understood what is the thing is given in this question? Class?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So now I start first means draw the bill of material for this particular thing. What is the bill of material? It is actually dictate the what is the sub component needed to make a final product. What is the sub component is needed for making this wheelbarrow? What is the sub component needed? Can you tell me, class? Can you tell me what is the sub component needed? All the thing is given in this question. There is a wheelbarrow, you need to produce that, or you need to make the wheelbarrow. For that there is the 3 sub component is needed. If you assemble these 3 sub component, then you will get the final product. So can you tell me, class, what is the sub component actually given in this question? Please tell me quickly. Okay, so I again repeat all the thing. The bill of material, it shows the sub component needed to manufacture a wheelbarrow or manufacture a particular product. Okay, so here the sub component is needed: handlebar, the wheel assembly, and the tire, right? So these are the sub component actually needed. And now the next point, these are the sub component is needed. Okay, the quantity, how much quantity is needed? The quantity also mentioned here, the 211. This is the actually shows the quantity. Okay, now this is actually it is shows the bill of material. Now the next point, it is also there, you need to shows the lead time. Means if I put the order of the handlebar today, when it will become? After 2 weeks. Okay, so I will put here 2 week, 3 week, I think 3 week, right, and 1 week. So is there any doubt, class, how to make a bill of material? Is there any doubt?
No, sir.
Okay, good. So now when I talk about the material requirement planning, the material requirement planning is nothing but the combination of the bill of material. There one more thing, that is the master production schedule and inventory. If you combine all these things and if you pass all these things as a input, then you will get the MRP. Okay, so now I try to draw the 1 minute. Okay, it is visible now, class? I need to zoom. It is visible now.
Yes.
Okay. So what is the master production schedule? That I try to draw. Okay, so master production schedule actually shows the what is the requirement from your forecasting, or you can say the what is the requirement from your customer side, if I say directly. Okay, so means everything is interconnected. Okay, please try to understand. You already know about the forecasting, and now the thing is like that, on the basis of the forecasting you can create the master production schedule. So what is the master production schedule? I try to draw. It is actually related to final product requirement. Okay, so now, okay, so we just you need to write the MPS for wheelbarrow. Class 1 minute, actually. Okay, so I go to the main question and try to see what is the actual requirement on week 1. What is the requirement at week 1, class? Can you tell me? At a week 1 is the 40 wheelbarrow is the requirement. Yes. At a week 4 the requirement is 60. At a week 6 the requirement is 60, and at a week 8 the requirement is 50. In master production schedule actually shows the requirement with respective of each week. So I try to put the value. What at week 1 I think it is a 40. Okay, at week 4 it is a 60, and again I think week 6 okay, it is 60, and week 8 it is 50, right? That is the given data. So this when you make this particular table, there means the with respective time what is the gross requirement of that final product. I am talking about the final product. That is nothing but the master production schedule. Okay, and how you will be find this particular requirement, and how you draw this MPS on the basis of the customer requirement, and how you will be get that customer requirement on the basis of, you can say, forecasting, right? So is there any doubt regarding to the master production schedule, class? Is there any doubt? Class, how to draw the master production schedule? Okay. So okay, before that there I need to draw the MRP, right? So okay, now the question, I come to the question. We already know for draw the MRP we need three input. The three input, first one is the bill of material, the second one you can say the master production schedule MPS, and the third one is the inventory related data, okay, or inventory data. So here all the three things we have bill of material, we have that particular means master production schedule for this particular problem, and we have inventory data. That data is given in this table, the economic order quantity, that is the inventory data. So we have all the three things. Now we can draw the MRP. What is the question? Draw the MRP for handlebar, wheel assembly and tire. So now we can easily draw the MRP for all these three things. Okay, so I start, there is the one standard table you need to follow. Okay, so I already draw that particular table for save the time. Just wait, I will zoom it. Okay, and go to the moon. Okay, so now we have all the three input. Now I try to draw the you can say the MRP for handlebar. Okay, for handlebar. So MRP, this table is visible to all, or I need to zoom? Class?
Sir, make it large, please.
Okay, now it is visible.
Yes.
Okay. So this is the MRP, master production. I'm sorry, material requirement planning. Okay, so related, what is that is related to handlebar. Okay, so now I need to draw the MRP for handlebar. Okay, just so I need to go to the again to the main table. Okay, so I go here, and what is the order quantity requirement? What is the order quantity requirement? That is the given here. For handlebar, the order quantity is 300. Are you getting my point? That is the given data. And just wait, I try to put that in this table in that particular portion. So okay, so 300 is given here. Okay, I will do 300 is the handlebar requirement. Okay, so I go to the main table again, and here in this table I will write the 300. That is the order quantity, economic order quantity for this particular handlebar. Now what is the lead time for this handlebar? LT means lead time. The LT means lead time. The lead time for handlebar is the 2 week is given here, class. Okay, so the 2 week is given here. So I just put this 2 week in this particular table for material requirement planning of handlebar. Okay, so this is the lead time, that is the 2 week. Okay, so now what is the shortage? Shortage related thing is not given here, so write down 0. There is no shortage allowed. Okay, so now we know that the gross requirement for handlebar, you can easily identify by using the master production schedule. What is the requirement in gross requirement of master production schedule? That is the week 1 40, week 4 60, week 6 60, and week 8 80, right? Now when I talk about the handlebar, can you tell me what is the gross requirement of handlebar in a week 1, class? 40. No. Why? Because the quantity of per product needed is the 2. Are you getting my point? This particular MPS is requirement for the wheelbarrow. If wheelbarrow 40 required, in one wheelbarrow you need the two handlebar. Then can you tell me what is the gross requirement? It is 80, right? 80. Okay. Are you getting my point, class? Are you getting my point?
Yes, sir.
Okay, good. So here I write 80. Now can you tell me at week 2 there is no requirement as per the master production schedule, week 3 no requirement, week 4 there is the 60 wheelbarrow is needed. So how much handlebar is needed? 120, right? Can I write 120 class?
Yes, yes.
Okay, okay. So week 5 there is the again 0, week 6 how much? 120. And week 8 how much? It is 50. I'm sorry, 100. 2 handlebar, right? Okay, it's too slow. Okay. Okay. So now the schedule receipt. Okay. So the next point is schedule receipt. So there what we need to write in the schedule receipt. The schedule receipt actually means when you need to you will receive the inventory related to handlebar, when you will be received the inventory related to handlebar. Okay, so again I will go to the previous slide. Okay, before that means how much economic order quantity that is given here, that is the 300. When you put the order, at least 3 means you can say the 300 handlebar we need to put the in one order, that is the quantity, okay, of handlebar we need to put in per order to supply, okay, to suppliers. So supply that particular 300 on. Okay, so when I will be needed that particular thing. Okay, so that okay, here means before that I need to just see what is the inventory in hand, what is the inventory available in my plant, that I need to handle first, then I can talk about the schedule receipt. Okay, so okay, inventory in hand, how much inventory in hand available for handlebar right now at present, how much amount of the handlebar available in my plant? Can you see? That is the 100 available in my plant. Are you getting my point, class? The handlebar inventory on hand in plant, how much amount of the inventory available related to handlebar in present situation, that is the 100. Okay, so I will write that particular thing in this particular inventory in hand, there is the 100 available. Okay, so here inventory in hand, can you tell me after 1 week what is the inventory in hand?
20.
20, very good, very good. Why? Because 80 already we consumed, right? So 20, very good. Can you tell me on week 2 how much requirement? Means how much in hand?
On
Again 20,
20.
right? Yes, good. And at week 3 again 20. Can you tell me on week 4? On week 4 we have in hand only 20. Negative inventory negative is not possible, right? So what we need to do, please try to understand. Here I need to put one order like that, I will receive one order here. Are you getting my point? At a week 4 I require one order as per this my calculation. Okay, so are you getting my point, class? At week 4, because only 20 available in my plant, so I need more quantity, and when I need more quantity at a week 4, but in one order how much quantity will be there? That is the 300, that is the economic order quantity. Okay, so here schedule received, just assume that I received 300 quantity. Are you getting my point, class?
yes.
Okay, so can you tell me how much in hand now? How much?
180.
180. Why? Because 300 minus 120 is 180. So what about this 20?
160.
Why you reduce? That 20 already available in my plant. So total inventory now 320, right? So 200. Very good, very good. Nice. So now, okay. In next again in week 5 200 in my plant. Can you tell me here how much is remaining? 80. Okay. Now here 80. Okay. Here the requirement is 100. So again I put order like that. I will receive that particular order on week 8. I will receive that particular order on week 8. So what I need to do? okay, I received that particular order. What I need to do, that I will discuss later. Okay, so 300 I received. Just assume that I received 300 because it's requirement at a week 8. So can you tell me what is the
280.
in hand? 280. Very good. So like that your production means MRP will work. Okay, so now this is all the calculation. Can you tell me if I need order, or I need to put order like that ki it will be received at a week 4. So when I need to put order, when I need to release that particular order, lead time is 2 weeks. Can you tell me, class? Are you getting my point? If I put the order today, I will get that particular order after 2 weeks. Means if I put the order now, then I will got that particular order after 2 weeks. So I want to receive my order at a week 4. So when I need to release that particular order, week 2. Everyone agree with week 2? Actually lead time is 2 weeks, so I need to release the order at week 2. Very good, very good. So can you tell me for this order when I need to release this order? At a week 6? Are you agree with me, class?
Yeah.
Okay. Okay, so this is the MRP for handlebar. Same type of the thing you need to do for the other component. Okay, like there is the other component is wheel assembly and the tire. Okay, I will do all the thing. Just wait. So okay, so in summary you can write like that how much number of the order here. So just wait, there number of the 300 unit of the handlebar order in the week 2 and week 6. Okay, I write here 300 units of order in week 2 and week 6. Okay, week 2 and it is actually 2. Okay, week 2 and 6. Okay, so this is the MRP for handlebar. Is there any doubt, class? Then please ask me. Is there any doubt how to make? Okay, okay. So I try to make a MRP for other subcomponent. Okay, the next subcomponent is the wheel assembly. Okay, I will take the one more table. I think it is available. Okay, it is available.
Sir, in exam, how to draw the tables, sir? Like this?
You need to draw table. You should remember all this thing. Huh? Only by table only you can solve the numerical. Okay, so please try means you will be understand when you solve 2-3 numerical na, you will remember all this thing. It is not.
Sir, can we draw the table horizontal wise?
No. Means basically I suggest you this particular thing is very simpler if you draw in this manner. You can change, no issue. I just want to know okay, when you will be release the order. That is the main thing. Okay, but this if you draw this type of the table, it is actually show everything. What is the gross requirement? What is the means when you will be received the order? What is the means status of the inventory in my plant with respective each week? Everything is easily I can dictate. So I suggest you draw this type of the thing. Okay, and it is very easy. Okay, and if online exam then definitely you will be draw. I know. Okay. So MRP 4, I think the next is wheel assembly. Okay, so MRP for wheel assembly. Okay, so order quantity for wheel assembly. What is the order quantity? I go to the main table and try to see what is the order quantity class of wheel assembly. That is the 200. Okay, the wheel assembly order quantity is 200. What is the lead time? That is the 3 week. And what is the inventory in hand? That is the 220. I try to put all this thing. Okay, go to the table. Okay, this is the thing. What is the 200? Okay, 200. What is the lead time? I think 3 week. shortest related thing is not present there, and inventory in hand is 220. That is the given data. Okay, inventory in hand. Now what is the gross requirement? Okay, the gross requirement, just wait, actually okay, the gross requirement here I just try to see at week 1 that is the 40, week 4 it is a 60, week 6 it is a 60, and week 8 it is a 50 for final product. Okay, for manufacture this final product, how much amount of the wheel assembly is needed? The quantity is only one class. Please try to understand. So I will write the 40, 60, 60, 50. Okay, so I will write here at a week 1 40, week 4 60, week 6 60, and week 8 50. Go to back. Okay, week 1 4 6 8. Okay, is there any doubt why gross requirement I written 40 60 60 50? Because only one wheel assembly is needed to making a wheelbarrow. Okay, now okay, I just try to solve first this wala inventory in hand, the 220 in hand. Okay, so can you tell me at week 1 how much remaining inventory in my plant or inventory in hand?
180.
180. Okay, okay, good. Okay, at a week 2 180.
180.
180. Okay, now
120.
120. Okay, now 120. Okay, now 60. 60. Now
10.
10. Okay, so what is the thing here? Means you will give the order to supplier or not? No, because my in hand inventory is sufficient to address all this thing. Okay, till 8 week it is, for 8 week it is sufficient. Okay, so I can say for 8 week there is no need to release any order. Okay, as per this because the requirement is like that. So I will write on the basis of the MRP, there is no okay, no need to release order. Okay, so is there any doubt MRP related to wheel assembly class? Is there any doubt?
No, sir.
Okay, can I go for tire wheel for tire MRP? Okay.
Yes, sir.
Okay, okay, okay. So I go to the again numerical. Okay, okay. Okay, so this one is the MRP for tire. Okay, so what is the order quantity, lead time, and inventory in hand? I need to check first in the inventory table. Okay, in inventory table the order quantity is given, that is the 400. What is the lead time? Lead time is the 1 week, and inventory in hand means in my plant available number of the tire is the 50. Okay, so I will put all the thing in the table. 400 1 week, and inventory in hand is 50. Okay, now what is the requirement? Again I go to the bill of material, or you can say the BOM, and there the quantity needed to making a wheelbarrow, that is the 1 only. Okay, so if wheelbarrow requirement 1, the quantity of requirement of tire also 1, so it is exactly proportional. So, means you can say the equal requirement. Okay, so now I try to check what is the master production schedule at a week 1, that is the requirement 40, week 4 requirement 60, week 6 requirement 60, week 8 requirement 50 of final product. Okay, so I will put all this thing in my table, because the final product requirement is equal to the requirement of the MRP of tire, means you can say the tire requirement. Why? Because for making a 1 wheelbarrow you need 1 tire. Okay, so I try to draw here the gross requirement. Okay, so in week 1 what is the gross requirement? That is the 40. In week 4 what is the gross requirement? 60 and 60 and 50. Okay, is there any doubt?
No, sir.
Okay, okay. So inventory in hand means right now the inventory available in my plant, that is the 50. Okay. So okay. So can you tell me what is the requirement at means what is the available inventory in my plant at a week 1?
10.
10. Very good, very good. So can you tell me for week 2? Quickly tell me.
10.
10. Very good. For week 3?
10.
Okay. Week 4? Week 4 class. How much?
Sir, schedule visit 50.
So we need to receive one order. Okay, so I received one order, their quantity is 400. So can you tell me now what is the actual remaining or inventory in my hand or in my plant?
350.
Very good, 350. Again 350. Now at a week 6, it's 290, right? Okay, 290 again. And at a week 8, can you tell me class what is the inventory in hand, what is the inventory in my plant at a week 8? 240.
Yes, sir.
Okay. So now if the requirement at a week 4, that is the 400, then when I need to release the order? When I need to release the order class?
1 week.
Why? Because 1 week is the actually lead time. So when I need to release that particular order on a week 3, right? Are you getting my point? If I release the order on week 3, then I will get that particular order on week 4 and my production will be means continue. Okay. So I write here at a week 3 the order release is 400, and now I can say the means we prepared all the thing, the 300 unit of order 400 400 unit of order release. Some issues there are just try to understand. That is the 400 units of order okay, 400 units of the order I release on week 3, okay. Some technical issue, I think it is not coming, but try to understand. I will put the one order and release the order on a week 3. Okay, actually it is coming now. Okay, let it be. Why it is like that? Okay, so the class, you have idea now what is actually thing is going on? You have idea?
Yes, sir.
Okay, some I think mistake is done there that I will do. Okay, means there actually some technical issue, but now just try to understand. At a week 3 I will release the order. So this is the all about the material requirement planning. Okay, again for material requirement planning you need the 3 things. The first one is the bill of material, the second one is the, you can say, the master production schedule, and third one is the inventory data. If you have all these 3 things, you can easily draw the material requirement planning for each sub component. Okay, and that is the question. Okay, the 10 marks question will become in your university exam, so please prepare according to that. I will share this PDF to you. So I think this is more than enough for today's session. Is there any doubt? Then you can ask me, class.